Donald Trump sees no reason to believe Russian meddling. Donald Trump sees no reason to believe Russian meddling. MEDDLING. Donald Trump sees no reason to believe Russian meddling. See, Russia, Vladimir Putin involved in American presidential elections in 2016. This was the big news worldwide from last 1.5 years. Putin and Russia involved in American presidential election. Russia actively involved and made Putin to win and made Trump to win and Hillary Clinton to lose. Russia actively involved and made Trump to win and made Hillary Clinton to lose. This was the allegation. And Helsinki summit. Trump and Putin met at Helsinki, and this is considered as historic summit to reset the ties between the two great powers in the world, America and Russia. To reset the ties between the two great powers in the world, America and Russia. And Trump wanted to have good relation with Putin, and Putin also have. Both should build relations with trust. That is very, very important. So, Trump told Putin is extremely powerful. Trump told Putin is extremely powerful and strong in his denial that I have not. Putin said Russia have not involved in American presidential elections, in the meddling of American presidential elections. This was the issue. Next important news, wholesale price inflation touches a 4-year high, 5.77. So, after 2013, wholesale price inflation touched a 4-year high. This was a big thing. So, we can see in future also inflation in a bigger way. Let us see how government is going to help out this. LIC is purchasing stakes in IDBI. LIC is going to have its stake in IDBI. LIC now have 51%. Already LIC have 11%. Already LIC have 11%. Now 40% added. Total 51%. So IDBI bank is suffering with non-performing assets. IDBI bank have lot of loans, lot of losses. IDBI bank have lot of losses. So LIC is purchasing 51% of the stakes in IDBI. So very important news. Next thing, coming to editorial page, page number 10. Coming to editorial page, page number 10. Page number 10. అయిపోయిందా? Folding, unfolding. Overdue correction. Overdue correction. Listen. We have Companies Act 1956 and one more Companies Act was passed in 2013. This Companies Act, new Companies Act of 2013 have many strong penal provisions even for small mistakes. Actually, Companies Act 2013 have been framed after seeing seeing very big corporate frauds like Satyam fraud. So the act was very strict, very harsh. So a 10-member committee was appointed to review the Companies Act 2013 and suggest new amendments. A 10-member committee was made to suggest the new amendments for 2013, Companies Act 2013. So top banker Uday Kotak was the head of the panel. Uday Kotak. Here you should understand 2-3 points. The first point is over regulation and over control. Strict punishments always boomerang. You need to have control, but it should not be over. For certain offences, for certain wrongs, in-house mechanism is enough. We need not have penal punishment, imprisonment, jails, all those things. In-house penalties are enough. And in this article, they have used the word malfeasance. M-A-L-F-E-A-S-A-N-C-E. Malfeasance. See, this word means doing things with bad intention. Doing wrong things with bad intention is called malfeasance. This word you can use in ethics, economy and other subjects. In this article, you have a word called malfeasance. M-A-L-F-E-A-S-A-N-C-E. Malfeasance means it was something which is not good. It is bad intention, doing with bad intention. So the article says, the editorial says, this particular correction, amending the Companies Act of 2013 is a good move because investor friendly atmosphere, allowing the companies to exist. With too much of regulation, too many laws, too much of mechanism, generally companies will not prosper and most of the corporates will be demotivated. They will be demotivated. So they want to have the companies to flourish. This is the overdue correction. Overdue correction. Next article, a redemptive movement. A redemptive movement. This article is not that important. This is relating to section 377 of IPC. Section 377 of Indian Penal Code. A redemptive movement. See, a curative petition was filed. A curative petition was filed to decriminalize section 377, making the LGBT rights perfect so that they can have their own right to privacy. And history will take its own time and future should be taken care by the new advanced ideas and progressive judgments. Let us hope that section 377 to the extent of inconsistency with LGBT rights, section 377 to the extent of inconsistency with the LGBT rights will be repealed. So that we have to take it very seriously. Next article, dark clouds over the RTI. Dark clouds over the RTI. Very important article. Dark clouds over the RTI. Listen. Mahatma Gandhi said, real Swaraj does not mean acquisition of authority by few. Real Swaraj does not mean acquisition of authority by few, but acquisition of capacity by many. I am repeating. Real Swaraj does not mean acquisition of authority by few, but acquisition of capacity by many, to resist the authority, to resist, R-E-S-I-S-T, to resist the authority when it is misused. To resist the authority when it is misused. అంటే నిజమైన స్వరాజ్యం అంటే కొంతమంది చేతికి అధికారం వచ్చినప్పుడు కాదు, ఆ అధికారం దుర్వినియోగం అయితే ప్రశ్నించే శక్తి అందరి చేతికి వచ్చినప్పుడే అది నిజమైన స్వరాజ్యం అని లెక్క అని. Mahatma Gandhi said, real Swaraj does not mean acquisition of authority by few, but acquisition of capacity by many to resist the authority when it is misused. RTI Act. See, the article is written by Aruna Rai and Nikhil Dey. The article Dark Clouds over the RTI. The article is written by Aruna Rai and Nikhil Dey. Aruna Rai is a major person behind RTI Act. She is the person who fought for right to information. She had an NGO in Rajasthan called Kisan Mazdoor Shakti Sangathan. Aruna Rai has an NGO in Rajasthan named Kisan Mazdoor Shakti Sangathan. Kisan Mazdoor Shakti Sangathan. Actually, Aruna Rai, Nikhil Dey, all the activists fought for RTI. In the year 2005, we got RTI Act, Right to Information Act, October 12, 2005. October 12, 2005, we got RTI Act. And threat to life and limbs of RTI activists. Threat to life and limbs of RTI activists. More than 70 people who filed RTIs to unearth corruption were killed. More than 70 people who filed RTIs to unearth corruption were killed. Really serious. More than 70 people were killed who were fighting to unearth corruption. Shashla Masood, Amit Jatwa, many people were killed. And Section 4 of RTI Act says, as far as possible, there should be suo motu declaration of information. You should not wait till the RTI is filed. ఎదుటోళ్ళు వచ్చి RTI ఫైల్ చేసేదాకా ఆగక్కర్లేదు, వీళ్ళంత ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఆల్రెడీ బయటికి చెప్పేయాలి వీళ్ళు అని. సో మోటో ఆఫీసర్ షుడ్ on his own declare the information. He need not wait for the RTI application. As far as possible, he should declare the information. Section 4 says, but no government officer voluntarily uses Section 4. Very rarely he declares information suo motu. అసలు RTI దాకా ఎందుకు ఆగాలి? Why should we wait for RTI? You can give information whatever possible automatically in the website or the office notice board, but generally officers won't do that. This is also a problem. But the biggest problem which the others described was, secretly the present government is passing amendments to RTI without telling to the public, without sending it to the public scrutiny. Government is trying secretly to make amendments to RTI Act. RTI, which is the backbone of democracy and accountability and transparency. Democracy, accountability and transparency. If there are amendments to it, then there is a big problem. Might be that amendments might protect the bureaucratic actions. Secretly they are making amendments proposing amendments without public debate and discussion. And RTI Act came to India in 2005 and India got independence in 1947. It took 50 years, more than around 50 years for us to get right to information as a legal right. And now again the others fear that again we are culling RTI, we are cutting down the voice of RTI. Already RTI activists are under threat. Their lives and limbs were under threat. Still again there is a problem for them. And Act itself is a threat to amendments. This is what is the others say. Dark clouds over the RTI. Dark clouds over the RTI. Tomorrow write an article on RTI. Write an article on RTI. ఒక ఆర్టికల్ రాసుకోండి RTI మీద. రాసుకొస్తారా? 150-200 words RTI article. Next, football fever. You all know France won the football FIFA Cup. Russia hosted in a very good manner. Though it is not the best World Cup, we cannot say it is the best World Cup, but the World Cup came with lot of miracles and wonders. That we have to agree. And next important article, playing the anti-Nawaz Sharif game. The 11th playing the anti-Nawaz Sharif game. Playing the anti-Nawaz Sharif game. The 11th general election in Pakistan. The 11th general election in Pakistan are going to happen next week. Nawaz Sharif and his daughter were arrested, both of them, on corruption charges. So let us see how Pakistan is going to have its government in the near future. As you all know, there is a lot of instability in Pakistan at present. There is a lot of instability in Pakistan at present. Next article, fix the pothole problem. Fix the pothole problem. Every day, 6 people are dying in India by falling in potholes. On the roads, 6 people every day are dying in India by falling in potholes. And Motor Vehicles Amendment Bill. Motor Vehicles Amendment Bill wanted to address this issue. Who is liable in case of road accident? By falling in potholes, particularly road defect. Particularly road defect. If there is any defect on the road, if somebody without seeing that, if he falls in a pothole, who is responsible for this? Who is responsible for this? And here comes the designated authority. Who is responsible to maintain the road? They have to pay the liability to the maximum cap of 1 lakh per accident. 1 lakh per accident. Because engineering defects, design defects, maintenance defects. So the designated authority, which is expected to maintain all these things, is liable to pay compensation. Is liable to pay compensation. From 2013 to 2016, 11,836 people died in falling potholes. 11,836 people died and 36,421 people injured. 36,421 people injured. The Indian Road Congress have prescribed 100 sets of guidelines. The Indian Road Congress have prescribed 100 sets of guidelines to ensure standardized road construction, maintenance and management. Standardized road construction, maintenance and management. So all these things are the fix the pothole problem. So in road construction itself, you have to fix the pothole problem. These are the important current affairs today in the newspaper.